Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Orbeetle. Orbeetle is an interesting Pokemon. It actually has really solid defenses like base 110 defense and base 120 special defense, and actually an okay special attack and an okay speed stat. So it is a Pokemon that can be used in a variety of scenarios. Now this is an update video because it needed an update basically. The previous video was not very good, I will admit, and also it's got access to a new move in the Isle of Armor update, so I thought now is the time to update. The card is up in the corner if you want to go and check out that previous video if you would like to see a couple of different sets for Orbeetle. Also, wasn't doing a bit of plugging, if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, it would really help me out and I'd really appreciate it. So, today, we have got Orbeetle. Orbeetle, this first one I've gone for is more of a kind of supportive set, so we've got some leftovers on here allowing for us to heal ourselves up because you will take some hits with this set. You have got Swarm as your ability. Now, that allows for the Bug Buzz to do a bit more damage when you're low on health. You could go for Frisk. Frisk can actually be really helpful on finding out what a Pokemon's actual gender is. So, for example, if you had a Clefable come in, or you came in on a Clefable, and they were holding Choice Specs, for example, then we definitely know that they're not going to go and click a Cosmic Power because the Choice Specs wouldn't make that happen. So, you can find out basically a little bit of information about the Pokemon. You've also got Telepathy there. Basically, that's not any good with singles because I mostly create these sets for singles. If you're using doubles, then it could definitely work well for you in doubles. So let's go on to moves. Moves, we've got Sticky Webs. Now, Sticky Webs allow for you to lower the speed by one stage of each Pokemon that touches the ground on the opposing field. So anything that's not affected by Levitate or is flying, then they're going to take damage from the Sticky Web. Not damage, they're going to take that speed loss from the Sticky Webs. Now, if you're running a particularly slow team, this can be really effective, or if your opponent has a really fast team, it can be really handy. We've got Bug Buzz, which is a powerful Bug-type move. You could always go for a Psychic-type move like Psychic or Psyshock. It's perfectly good option as well. They both have pretty good coverage, in my opinion. We've then got Agility. Agility allows for you to double your speed from 279 to 500 and something. But the whole point of the agility here is to bounce and pass it onto another Pokemon, such as maybe Conkeldurr, for example, and that would allow for it to be faster, and along with the Sticky Webs taking down the speed of the opposing Pokemon, you should then be able to outspeed with much slower Pokemon. So this can work very nicely for you in this scenario. EVs, I've gone for max special attack and max speed with a modest nature, so more special attack, less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. You could actually run this as max HP and max special attack, or max HP, max defense, or max HP, max special defense. Variety of different natures there as well that you could try out with them. But yeah, this can be run in several different ways depending on what you're personally wanting to do. Moving on to the second Orbeetle, I have gone for heavy duty boots because typically Orbeetle will take 25% damage when it comes in on Stealth Rocks. Obviously, that is a bit of a problem. Again, I've gone for the ability of Swarm, but you could go for Frisk as well if you wanted to. Now, on here we've got Trick Room. Trick Room allows for you to slow down your team, or the Pokemon on your team. Now, you could go for a really fast Orbeetle here, like max speed, to allow for you to get that Trick Room off straight away if you're predicting that you're just going to go straight down. That could definitely work out well for you. But we've got the Trick Room which we can set up. We've then got Giga Drain to allow us to heal ourselves up because you're probably going to take some hits. Recover again is a really good recovery option to heal yourself up. And finally, Psyshock as a coverage move for a stab psychic move as well there. Giga Drain is also really good against rock-type Pokemon, which can be a problem for you. EVs, I've gone for max HP and max special defense with a sassy nature, so more special defense and less speed, or 4 EVs and special attack. You could always go max HP, max speed if you wanted to with a timid nature, so more speed, less attack. That's up to you what you decide to go for. Sometimes running a fast Pokemon to set up that Trick Room initially is really good. Sometimes you want to have that slow Pokemon set up the Trick Room because then you're going to be able to outspeed the other Pokemon if you can live a couple of hits. So it's up to you how you decide to run that based on what your personal style is and what you're looking for in a team. Going on to the third Orbeetle we've got, and this is kind of a combination of a Dynamax set and a non-Dynamax set. So on here we've got Terrain Extender, extending Expanding Force from the Max Mindstorm, which you get from the Dynamax, extending that from 5 turns to 8 turns, which would cause the Expanding Force to be 1.5 times power for an extra couple of turns, which could definitely work well for you. You've then got Bug Buzz, which is a powerful bug type attack and will lower the special attack of the opposing Pokemon by 1 stage if it's max Flutterby, which again can be really handy if you've got a Pokemon that's trying to set up, for example, max Oozers. And then I've gone for Calm Mind to allow you to increase up your special attack and special defense, or when you're Dynamax, that will allow for you to use Max Guard to stop you from taking any damage. And then the same for Recover, it's just abilities to recover, but the same Max Guard option. So EVs, there are a few ways of running this. You can run this as max HP, max defense with a bold nature, so more defense, less attack. You can run this as max HP, max special attack with a modest nature, so more special attack, less attack. Or you could run this as max HP, max special defense with a calm nature, so more special defense and less attack. So there's a few ways of running it. You could even run this potentially as a max special attack and max speed if you wanted to. That is entirely up to you. Now, finally, we have got a weakness policy, G-Max Orbeetle. So basically, the Psychic here, when you Dynamax, will turn into G-Max Gravitas. And G-Max Gravitas will change the gravity for 5 turns. This can work very nicely for a lot of different moves, especially flying type Pokemon. They can only be hit by ground type moves. If you've got Telepathy in doubles on this will work very nicely for you as well. We've also got Giga Drain. You can set up the max overgrowth if you need to here. Just say that opposing Pokemon is going for Earthquakes and you don't want to see that. You can go for the Giga Drain as max overgrowth and set up the Grassy Terrain. And if you've got things with Grassy Light as well, that could be helpful. Bug Buzz is your powerful bug type attack. And then, I don't know why I've put Energy Ball on here as well. You could definitely go for something different than Energy Ball. Let's just have a quick look through and see what I can find. The move pool for Orbeetle is actually a little bit lacking, so it can be a bit of a problem, but I'll go for Shadow Ball instead there. So weakness policy ideally would activate if you got, say, if he was in doubles, for example, you could potentially use a Flame Charge on it or something, because it's got that natural defense. It should be able to live that perfectly fine and get the weakness policy, doubling the attack and special attack, meaning it does a lot more damage. And then you've got Psychic, Giga Drain, Bug Buzz, and Shadow Ball as options to use as moves. You could always put something like Recover in there as well, just as an option for recovery, as well as the Max Guard. It's up to you. EV's got max special attack and max speed with a timid nature, so more speed and less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. With this, you could also use G-Max Gravitas to change the gravity and then potentially have a Heavy Slam Pokemon, because I do believe that increases the damage the Heavy Slam does as well, so that could work quite nicely for you as a combination. But yeah, that is all for Orbeetle. I think Orbeetle could have really good potential, but unfortunately it just does not have the moves to really give it that potential. You've also got things like you can do screen sets if you want to. So you can do Reflect, Light Screen, Psyshock, and Recover if you wanted to. That could definitely work well for you. But that is all for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here. So have a good one, and I'll see you soon.